Well, I'm back ready for March number 2, showing you how to make the second card for this month. But before I do that, I realized that I left something off of the first card presentation, and so I'm going to do that really quick. The colors in this card are Pool Party and Petal Pink. So all of everything that I used here was those colors. Um, and I used those stamp pads to stamp the post on the inside of the card. I'm sorry, I've got to watch where I've got these things. Sharon made some beautiful cards to share with us tonight or today, whatever it is. And this first one, she used the Eiffel Tower just like we used on our card. She also used Mercy this time, which I think means thank you. And then this beautiful little silver flourish is also a part of the dies. And then she put some cute little flowers here. It's a really pretty card. This card, she used some different components, and I like it too. I like the stamped Eiffel Tower. It's a little bit smaller. She also used some of the Golden Honey Designer Series paper that was part of the celebration on the first release, and I'm sorry to say it's all gone already. She also used the Fleur de Lou, or however you say that one, in the post for some decorations here. On the cardstock, she made her own background using the small lettered sentiment and the Fleur de Lou little piece here. So that makes a really pretty background. Then she also used a sponge to go around the entire card, just to add a little color and make it pop a little bit. She also used the post here in the bottom. I think this is my favorite card right here. And once again, she used the small lettered sentiment to make the background piece. She stamped the Eiffel Tower in the post and used a little bit of that beautiful ribbon. I love it. And then her sentiment says, follow your heart. It will take you to incredible places. Doesn't that sound like fun? All right, one of these days we'll be able to get out and travel again and have some fun. I just know it's going to happen. And then the last card that I have actually was made by the same friend who loaned me her Parisian Beauty products. And I like the way that she sponged just a little background here. And then she punched her Eiffel Tower out of the Designer Series paper. On the inside, she used that little lettering and an Eiffel Tower as a background, and you just write your message over that. So, again, thank you, Sonia, for loaning me your product here, and thank you, Sharon, for making those beautiful samples for us. Okay, our second card uses the Tropical Oasis Suite from the mini catalog. It's on page 39 there, you can see. And on our card, we will be using the Timeless Tropical Bundle, the Coastal Weave embossing folder. A lot of you have already bought that. We used it once before. It's so pretty. And the braided burlap trim is what that's called. So I think you're going to enjoy this card as well. I'm going to go ahead and show you the samples that Sharon brought over. I think this is so cute for a man's card. Another demonstrator friend showed us how to fold a piece of the Designer Series paper to make it into a Hawaiian shirt like the guys wear over there. I think it's so cute. And she, again, used the Tropical Weave, did I say, embossing folder here, and Rest and Relax. I think it just looks very masculine, so cute and summery. And then she put the pineapple on the inside. That's a part of this set as well. This past month we had a happy birthday was our challenge for the demonstrator meeting, and that's where this card came from. I just can't tell you how much I enjoy those demonstrator meetings. And when you are a demonstrator, you are welcome to come to those meetings with us. I'd love for you to come and just enjoy that time. And so there that is. Alrighty, now let's take a look at our card. On this card, I used the Timeless Tropical stamp set. The only thing I really used out of this was the palm trees. And I'm going to show you the way I did those palm trees, because it's just one stamp and it needs to be two different colors. So I find that when I'm doing stamping things this way, the little Stampin' spots that come in the paper pumpkin are just great. They just don't make quite as much of a mess. I also like to use these whenever I use my Stamparatus. And if you don't have paper pumpkin, you don't get these little Stampin' spots, you can purchase the blank, they're just white uninked spots, and then use your re-inker to make them whatever color you want them to be. Okay, so I took this old olive and just stamped around up here on the treetops. Then took my old olive Stampin' Right, my soft suede Stampin' Right marker, and just colored those trunks just a little bit. And this is where you have to breathe life back into your stamp. So I just breathed, use this sample just to demonstrate. Just breathe on these. Did you hear that? And then stamp them. Pull them straight up. And there's your coconut trees. Then we have dies to cut those out. So that's really nice. Then, okay. So, see, those are the products that I use pretty much. I think I did I already tell you? I used the In the Tropics dies as part of the bundle, and then I used the stitched rectangle dies that are in the old or the big catalog to cut out these two squares here. Okay, so let's get started on this card. First, you'll have your your crumb cake embossed already for you, and a piece of the burlap trim. You'll need to put that on first so that you can wrap it around the edges. Now, when I'm using ribbon or a fabric type of trim, I prefer to use glue dots to hold this down, because glue just kind of soaks in. I just don't have a lot of luck using glue on these things. So I put a couple on each end, and then about 3 across the front. Laid it down on there like I want it to be. Wrap the ends around. And there you go. Now that you've got that done, you can use some Tombow glue to just center it on the front of your card base. And that is Calypso Coral for your card base. Now then, you can go ahead and use some Tombow glue to glue that other Calypso Coral piece on. Kind of space those out the way you want them. Some more Tombow glue to center and glue on your white piece. Then you're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to put your palm trees on. And there's the front of your card. On the inside of the card, I, of course, put a white piece for you to write on. And then I decided to decorate it with these cute little flowers that are a part of the die set as well. And I just kind of laid them on my inside of my card where I thought they, down here in the corner, where I liked the way they were arranged. And then I glued them on with Tombow glue again. If your little flowers happen to still have the centers in them when you get them, they are cute, cute, cute little stars. So you can save those, and I guess I need to bring it up a little bit closer, but You can't really tell very well, but they're little bitty stars that you could use on another project if you wanted to. Okay, so this card, and then of course you glue that on the inside with your Tombow glue. This card is perfect just the way it is. It's a really nice classic card that would be good for anybody. I think it could even be a masculine card, and it could be used for any occasion. Happy birthday, rest and relax, whatever. Happy retirement, lots of different things that you could use this card for. Now, knowing me, I like a little more. I like a little sparkle or something on my cards. And so I thought, well, what can I use here? I came up with these metallic pearls, and when you buy them they have a little sheet of gold and a little sheet of silver, and I thought the gold worked okay with the crumb cake, so I just put 3 of those up there, and then I also put 3 of them inside the little flowers on the inside of the card. Again, you won't be getting the jewels just because they don't do well. You can see that they're just everywhere, even shipped in a package and everything, so they just don't work out very well for that. So you could use clear jewels if you wanted to, or anything that you might have. You have lots of things that would work. One idea is to use your clear jewels and a Stampin' blend. This one happens to be the bronze. You could take that and color some of these jewels. I'd probably use the smaller size here, and they'll color your jewels whatever color you want them, and they will not smear. So you can do this with any of your Stampin' blends to make your jewels whatever color you want them to be. Alrighty, let's see. Did I show you? I think I forgot to show you this other cute little box that I got as a sample. This again came from the demonstrator meeting, and it uses lots of the dies and the stamps. It says happy birthday, and this is one of the little trinkets that's available with this set. And then it's a matchbox set, a matchbox. Woo, look at there. It has a snack in it too, treat. So that's a cute little 3D item that you can make using this set. Alrighty then, I hope that I have covered everything you need to know about making this card. So, you have 2 beautiful cards, one fairly feminine and another one that's kind of masculine. And I hope that you'll enjoy making them and that you'll be able to give them to someone special. Again, I just want to thank you for being terrific friends and being a part of our stamp club and hanging in there with us. And I promise you I'm going to get better. I'll get this posted, and I'll post number 3, and we'll be done. And I promise I'm going to get better. Working on it. Thank you again. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.